you're watching this on a replay, skip forward just a little bit. There we go. All right. Excuse me. Let me get a drink. Of course, it's an off. So it's been a while since I've been live. Probably been a month or two. I'm about 90% positive I went live. Obviously, I ain't been live in a long time, so not many people is going to be watching for me. I just want to make sure at least one person gets in here before I get to rambling. I have I've done something pretty neat today, and I figured out how to catch recruiters lying, and I got them good today. I really did. Let me make sure this thing is live. Let's see. Yeah, we're good. All right. So, last night I put in all kinds of different applications in all different categories and companies, over the road, local, regional, just dry van, reefer, flatbed, everything, right? Just putting in applications everywhere and just seeing what's out there. And the first one to contact me this morning was Nationwide Cargo. They're out of Illinois. I think it's in the greater Chicago area. But they contacted me, and I told the lady to hold on just a moment. I put my headset on. She wasn't having it, hung up. I thought that's kind of odd, you know? Recruiter hung up immediately, you know, and I put my headset on. When I called back, she said my name. And she's like, well, I was going to text you. I thought you was busy, you know? And so we got to talking about what they have. They run, she said, from Minnesota to Texas, you draw a line, you stay on the East Coast, 55 cents a mile, 3,000 miles a week, drop and hook, 100% no-touch freight, so on and so forth. 2016 and newer, nice fit, all that good jazz, right? 1099, it's a 1099 job, all that good stuff. Well, we got to talking and asked her, what is the average that a driver runs at your company? She said, well, that's hard to say. She said, we have some drivers that run 2,000, some that run 3,000, and some that run 32, 33, and 3,400. I was like, that's fine. I'll just go, on the federal website, look your company up, see how many miles you all reported that you ran last year, and divide that by how many units that you have. She's like, oh, okay. And we got to talking. And I heard her typing away back there. She was doing something. And then, I don't know, maybe a minute and a half, 2 minutes later, she said, sir, I did exactly what you said. She said, I went and seen how many miles we ran. We reported last year to the government that we reported. They have to report all miles ran for fuel tax or whatever, right? So they have to report that number. And she said, I divided it by the amount of units that we have. And she said it comes out to 98,000, I believe it was. She said, I'm going to divide that by 52 weeks. She said it's 1,700. 1,700 miles a week on average. She said, oh gosh, she said, that's not good. I said, no, ma'am, that ain't 3,000 miles a week like you said, because she was going on and on. We got 3,000 miles a week, guaranteed. And I kept asking her, all right, if it's guaranteed, do you guarantee a paycheck of 3,000 miles a week no matter what? She wouldn't do it. They don't offer that. So when she said, and it come out of her mouth, 1,700. She said, okay, we just updated in January. She's like, that's not really accurate. She's like, we have grown as a business. We have a lot more trucks than that. And I was like, sweetheart, if you have more trucks now than you reported in January, then that number is going to go down. It's worse than 1,700. It'll be 1,400 or 1,500 miles a week on average, And they said you have to stay out 2 weeks and you get 2 days home. She said you can stay out longer. The more you stay out, the more home time you get. You get a day home time per week out, which is the average over the road job. which I think is bullcrap, but it's just part of being over the road. But I caught a recruiter in their life, and I didn't say it; it come out of their mouth, and they had to backtrack. And when they backtracked, it got even worse because they said they got even more vehicles than they reported in January. So I guess I taught them a valuable lesson today: not to lie to a driver. He's going to figure it out, and I hope anybody that watches this, if they're looking for another job and they think they found the right company, to just do that simple thing. And regardless of what they say, look it up yourself. See how many miles that they reported to the government last year that they ran. Divide that by how many units that they have, and you'll see the average of overall. Of course, you're going to have drivers that run more, some that run less, you know. But you're going to see the average driver, what he runs. So there you go. I caught a recruiter in their lie today, and Nationwide Cargo. Looks like your average is 1,700 per mile, 1,700 miles a week. On the good side, it looks like it was about to get worse. She quit talking about it after that. She said she actually said that number's not as good as I'd like it to be. We'll have to update that. And I don't know, man. Maybe they have grown a lot as a company. If I'm not mistaken, this is a company that the owners are overseas or whatever, because it's like one of them European or Russian owners, you know, and they got a company out of Chicago or whatever. I'm pretty sure that's what type of company it is. I may be completely wrong, but maybe they've grown a lot, got a lot of accounts and whatnot. She couldn't really explain to me what they all, you know what? And she said they're about to do reefer. You'll get 55 cents a mile starting out instead of 50, and then you go to 60 after 1 month. But and it'll be all 48 states. So they're expanding. They're going to reefer. Don't get me wrong, but they all make it sound good and sweet. And 3,000 miles a week, no matter what. We got the miles if you want them, so forth and so on. And then when she done it herself, when she seen how many miles they reported to the government last year for fuel tax, she divided it by the units that they have. It wasn't 3,000 miles a week. It was 1,700. And then she tried making it sound good by saying, oh, well, that's not right. We've got a lot more trucks. We've grown. You just add more trucks to that same mileage. That number is going to go down. It's going to be worse than 1,700 miles a week. So they can make it look good, sound good, all they want, you know, but numbers don't lie. So do your research and be smart before you make a move, people. Oh, man, that made my day. She said that number's not what I'd like it to be. Oh, man. But yeah, it's been a long time since I've been on here. And I just wanted to hop on here and let y'all know that. I thought that was pretty funny. That made my day anyway. All right, y'all. I'm going to hop off here. Y'all be good or be good at it. You know how it is. We only die once, and we live every day. Make the most of it. Do whatever it is you want to do. The money will eventually come. Y'all have a good one and try your best to keep it between them ditches.